Everquest. We'll be grinding up some AAs, looking out for a couple scouts. From last night until this morning, I've been really, really busy. I got my hands on 4 of the 6 scout idols. We got the Ice Bear Totem, the Ice Wolf Totem, Wolf Totem, the Watcher Totem, and the Spider Totem. So, with that, we only have EJ, Emerald Jungle, and Swamp of No Hope left for idols to get our hands on. So, with that being said and done, I'm going to be here in Greg's End just kind of leveling up my AAs a bit while I kind of casually check on the spawns from time to time. And if they do happen to spawn during the stream, we'll do them. This one down here? It's really weird. I've never seen the zone line this clear. Someone must have been down here. Alright, let's see here. Taunt going. We have Key, we have POTG on, so we're pretty much set for a little bit. So we'll hurry up and kill some of this stuff, make some good AAs. Oh, you can't hear me? That's weird. Must have hit the wrong button. I'm muted. No, I'm not. I'm not muted. Is that working now? Okay, yeah, I must have hit the wrong button because this is a 2-button type of mute thing where it can lower the game volume and decrease yours, and increase the game volume, and increase your volume, decrease the volume of the game. It's a real weird one. You won? Nice. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Tell me how you beat him. It must have surprised the living daylights out of him, though. Nice. Hey, hey, no fighting in channel, please. Mech Warrior's my friend, so don't diss him, okay? But either way, let's just try to be civil in channel, please, guys. Thank you very much. So go on, Mech Warrior. You turn two, wiped him? Dang, that's really good. Yeah, that was a complete butt beating. I would have to agree. That was congratulations, man. Oh man, that's great. But anyways, congratulations on the win against a undefeated tournament player, defeated tournament player. Oh my gosh! So you killed a supremacy suit on turn one. Oh yeah, that would do it. That's a tremendous amount of firepower coming from those few units. Nah, don't worry about what happened. It's no big deal. At least it was handled civilly and quickly. So today I'm pretty much grinding some AAs and watching for scouts. I got 4 of the 6 scouts for the first 2/3 of the epic. So that's actually a really, really good pull there. As long as I keep it up, I should have all the scouts by the end of this weekend, if I'm lucky. The What's with all these people trying to steal your miniatures? You can hear me just fine, can you guys? All right, good. Man, you come into the run of the mill that almost all the players you face, the good ones they say they are, there's someone in their retinue that just keeps trying to steal from you. But congratulations on beating the guy. did you did you sing "Lay low, sweet chariot, you're gonna be knocked flat on your back"? Just to rub it in. Sailor, don't worry about it. It's fine. So was he literally surprised to get defeated like that? A turn to knockout? And did you win any big bucks off that match? Since they were doing some high bets on you? Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, man. Glad you beat the guy. Now the big question is will they bet against you again after the guy got his uh, tail kicked in? You know he's gonna want a rematch. I want him to taste the stuck of death. Did he have any long range support for his army at all other than just the supremacy suit? He only had that one big unit, the supremacy suit. How many points were you playing? Okay, the supremacy suit is like 2,000 points to field. Or is this the bigger suit that I'm not aware of that's worth a lot more? Yeah, that would have been at least a 6-hour game, minimal, if it went out 4 turns. 2 turns would have been like an hour and a half, maybe 2, depending on how much they had to move. That's a shame. I mean, can you remember what he had in total? Out of curiosity? 40,000. I mean, that supremacy suit shouldn't have cost that much. I mean, they fielded a supremacy suit with drones and a commander in a tournament, and 3 commanders in a tournament. That's all that somebody could afford, and that was about 2,000 points. He had 4 bodyguard teams. Wow. Now, what was his bodyguard teams configured for? Did he go missile pod and plasma rifle, or did he go all fusion blasters, all plasma rifles, or all missile pods? Do you have 2 weapons or 3 weapons on the suits? Fusion blaster, plasma. He didn't have. Oh man, man, he had a. As a Tau player that deals with surgical strikes, and I mean some really killer surgical strikes, it sounds like this guy didn't know what half the F he was doing. He was basically counting on his supremacy suit to win him the game, sounds like. That is sad. Even I could beat him if he's that bad in his loadouts. Plasma rifle, fusion blaster, terrible combination mix. You shouldn't do that. I could see missile pod plasma rifle being able to target long range and hit medium and short really well. But still, I would definitely focus my firepower in a much better fashion. This guy really, really didn't understand what he was doing. How did he even be that good in the first place? Or unless he just did not take you seriously. I'm going to water heal up a bit. I need to switch out the proc he has. Steak sandwich, yum. Now, with his crisis suit loadout, did he have 3 weapons on it or 2? And did he just go all with plasma rifle fusion blaster setup with every single unit? Oh, what a stupid, stupid, stupid. Wait, configuration. I've learned, here's a little trick with crisis suits. I learned that it's best to keep them all the same weapon, mainly because you can do a ton of shenanigans with just 3 plasma rifles, 3 cyclic ion blasters. Oh, that is so sad. Here's the funny part. How many fusion blasters do you have on a suit? Just 1 fusion blaster and 2 plasma rifles? That would be probably his standard configuration. Stuck as or not, he had a terrible configuration. So two plasma rifles, 1 fusion blaster. So, and he had, let me guess, about 5 suits per squad, or the full squad of 10, of what, 5? Is it 5 or what? Can't remember what the full squad was. Yeah, what was the full squad? 5 or 8, or 10, something like that. I haven't played in such a long time. Do you remember how many he had? 5 or so? Ah, so he's doing the full 10. And did he have 2 drones per crisis suit? Now, the drones he used was shield drones, right? All of them. Or did he mix it with shield drones and gun drones? Nice. Now, here's the thing. He kind of screwed up with his configuration loadout. He's got 10, if he has no plus assistance to hit abilities to help him out with those crisis suit teams, then he'd only hit with about 2/3 or half of his fusion blasters in one firing phase. And then same thing with his plasma rifles, so he's missing out on weapon firing. Man, the different ranges also make it difficult to actually target what you really want with what, because they're not focused. What I would have done is I would have probably had one squad for 1 to 2 squads for specifically anti-tank, just full-on fusion blasters. They're just delete stuff on the ground. That's what that squad is for. Then the other ones I would have done either cyclic ion blasters, which is my favorite um, loadout. They're immensely amusing. I bet he did. Because cyclic ion blasters are actually pretty darn decent. They're range 18 though, but they get 3 shots, 3 solid shots, and in addition, they do a lot of damage. A lot of damage, especially when you overcharge them, because they become strength 8. Um, let's see. He should have run 2 squads of just pure fusion blaster, not fusion blasters, plasma rifles, 2 and 2 basically, and then he should have done the rest of the squads in with um, missile pods with some anti-air capability. I'd have to look at his list though. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Man, I'd have to actually look at what he was fielding to actually figure it right for him. But he definitely made some mistakes on weapon loadouts. You don't put fusion blasters and plasma rifles together. That's such an expense. That's such a wasted range versus fire squad. You have to get really close to really use it mostly to effectiveness. Yeah, he did. He had some really bad mistakes. What the heck is going on? I'm getting so many of these things on me. I'm not even doing any damage to this guy. Well, it sounded like he just, I don't know. It sounded like if he was supposed to be a really, really, really good player, he really, uh, really, how do you put it? Underestimated you. really badly. I mean, that's he was so overconfident with what he had and what he could do that he really misunderstood you. Flyers are very dangerous. I always have units that can handle flyers in any type of listing that I have. And depending on how many points I'm playing at, like, say, 40k points like that, I would at least have 10 units dedicated to killing flyers. Because you never know when someone's going to bring in 6 to 10 squadrons of flyers. And with the, and it's all it is just swapping out one weapon for an upgrade. Ah, nice. Those stubbas have given you the wins so much. You have to admit, those stubbas have been like the ace in the hole for you the whole time. Stuckas, sorry. Stuckas. Sorry. But yeah, those have been the ace in your hole though. Quite a bit. It's like nobody expects anybody to bring in a decent amount of flyers. It's like, yeah, expect it. Man, all my buffs are dropping at the same time. This is really bad. Yeah, definitely. How many suits units did he have at full capacity? 12 10-man suit squads? Yeah, this is what I would have done. I would have taken 4 of those, maybe 5 of those suit squads. No, 4 suit squads. Give them double missile pod and trackers, aerial trackers. That's the anti-air stuff. Then I would have taken 2 units of plasma rifle and then 2 units of what is it? Fusion blaster and 2 units of CIB. That's what I would have run. I would have probably taken out one of the CIB units and put in a. No, I would have taken out one of. No, that actually would have been a really good set and design. How do they work? Just a big, massive shell at one target. Wow, that's insane. Fast-moving railguns, basically. Waiting for this Paragon to fade off before I move, so I get the full amount of mana regen off of it. So what's the damage on the railgun do? Just 50 damage, straight up. Oh, wow. We cleared the doorway, which was the 2 that was standing there. We got that there. Make sure there's nothing in this hallway before I move up. Okay. Dang. Oh, wow. That sounds pretty cool. So if it hits 3 separate units, say it penetrates 3 separate units, is it 50 damage spread out through those 3 units, or is it just 50, 50, 50? Ow, that is brutal. That's really OP. Got an AA. Sweet. Yeah. You're not playing the standard battles that I'm used to playing. You're playing apocalyptic battles. You're playing more of the apocalyptic style of 40K. That sounds awesome. It's raining Mad Cats. Modified Orca dropships dropping Mad Cats from the sky. Wait for Pet to get fully healed. The Gray Cat. And did you name it the Gray Cat? Or the Tabby? Flame Tiger. Got it. Sounds amazing. Amaze balls. Flame Storm Cannon. Not bad. Yeah, it does. Oh, wow. That's nice of you. So did he say he's going to play you again eventually? Oh, I was reading up on the newer rules. It's basically flyers get a -1 to be hit from ground targets when it's flying around. So instead of hitting on 4s, they hit on 5s if they're Marines. If they hit on 5s, they hit on 6s then, like orcs. So they changed the flyer rule a bit from 6s to whatever your bliss skill -1. Oh, that'll be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, he's going to outshoot you. No, you're going to outshoot him by leaps and bounds. But the question is, does he get the jump on you first turn, getting to shoot your stuff up? That'll make a huge difference. Whoever gets to fire on the flyers first. Although you're going to have a hard time shooting. No, you wouldn't. You have mass fire. Way mass fire, so you wouldn't even have any problems. I don't see any problems at all. He'll do damage, but you'll just slaughter it. It's funny. Yeah. But if we definitely play, you don't have to worry about big stompy things. The big stompy things I have at best is the Riptides and the Storm Surge. So you'll probably only see one of those in a 2,000 point list each. At most. I'm not used to playing apocalyptic battles, though. I don't have any experience in that area. Potentially. Yeah, 4,000, you can go nuts with your stuff. Like with any other army. That's what makes that really fun. I like doing 2,000 because they're more strategical battles. Like the smaller battles that decide whether or not you get a strategic point or not, while the main force is doing some other stuff. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and check on... check on the spirit location here. I should have made a second level 1 account character to sit at the other point that I wanted to watch over too. Emerald Jungle. Come up with a 2,000 point list. See if you can do something pretty good. And then when we get a chance to actually, say during the summertime, if you have some time off, and I have time off, I can drive down and spend a few days down in your area, and we can just go at it. Or winter, something like that. You're not that far. You're only like a state or two over, I believe. All right, we gotta check El Gator. This is for the Gator spawn. Made a little Necro. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can make a level 1 and hightail it all the way over to Emerald Jungle somehow. That would be a heck of a feat to do. So, Swamp is no-go. So he's not here. So go ahead and log this out. Yeah, true. Um, I have units that could... Okay, the army that I have, if I focused all my firepower, say, into against, say, a knight company of 4 knights and 3 little engines that run around with it, you know, the little chicken walkers, I can kill 2.5 knights in 1 round with my firepower. Just from suits. Let's try to make that character make that run. It's going to be an Ishkar again. Then we're gonna make it a monk. Okay. Gorilla. Making the name Gorilla. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this level 1 character and we're going to go on the impossible journey. So let's see if I can actually do this. This might take a few tests or more. Alright, so... Oh god, I hate the UI here. So let's just go ahead and turn in the note, get our stuff, and go. And give. Yay, my only piece of armor. I am so awesome as a newbie monk. Wow. Yeah, I hate this. So, zone guide. We want to go to Emerald Jungle as a level 1. Let's see if it's possible. Oh, it's not that far. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt run. Oh my god. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it. Just gotta move some of these real quick. I do not like the locations where they're at. Okay, that'll work just fine for now. There's a melee attack and a ranged forge. Oh, there we go. Not even sure what a monk does. It's been such a long time. Okay. So we're gonna do the impossible, guys. We're gonna run to Emerald Jungle. Oh my god, this is gonna be insanely stupid. Alright, let's see if we can do it as a level 1 character. This is kind of like the Great Gnome run, where you make a gnome and you have to run from point A to point B along the road, and you have to get there, and whoever makes it there wins. And a lot of gnomes are dying left and right along the way because of NPCs attacking them as they're doing the run, and they have to start all over and rerun again. So you got this whole line of gnomes just basically trying to make the run. It's hilarious to play and watch. I'm kind of cheating because I'm running along the zone wall. It's the only way I'm going to probably make it if I'm lucky. Okay. So wolves and scorpions are fine. So I'm in a part of a zone where it's perfectly fine to run through. Gotta be careful. Decaying skeleton. No idea where that is. Run, Ishkar, run! Alright, so we're a quarter of the way through the zone right now. The reason why I'm making this character is to kind of keep an eye on scouts while I'm on my main, just leveling up, working on AAs. This is just for the fun of it. And trust me, it gets a pain in the butt trying to run from point A to point B constantly when they're not up. And finding they're not up, it's like, seriously, this sucks. So it's better to have a character already planted in place to quickly see and go. Fortunately, I got to be very careful with the character and logging in and out of it because there could be some stuff around. There's Scorpion over there. Scaled wolves like me, but the Scorpion does not. Should be a bind area here. Nope, don't have that ability. So we got through one zone practically scot-free. I don't even want to know how much health I have. Probably a very little amount. One hit from a 55, maybe two or three, and I'm a goner. From a 5 or 6, I'm a goner. I'll be a goner at anything 15 or higher in one shot. Okay, we successfully made it through one zone. uh, okay, I have to be able to identify where the targets are, because The mob that I'm after is on this side of the zone. So this is where I have the advantage on this run. Is that this zone wall that I'm currently on is the zone wall the mob will spawn on. So as long as I can avoid any contact with any of the natives of the jungle, I should be able to survive. Alright, let's see, how far am I from it? Pre-wall, there we go. So not far. Stick to the zone wall as hard as possible here, because there are stuff that walk very close to it. So the scout isn't up. I can probably sit right here. Alright, so the scout isn't up. Just double check the area around here, because this is where he would stand, I believe. So he stands here. And there we go. Camp out now. So we made it. So we made it. Now I have a character I can pop in and out and check the spot every hour. Alright, let's go back in and continue the killing. Get on with the killing. Greg's End. Yeah, I'm going to be heavily focused on trying to get the spirits this weekend. Try to get the first 6 spirits done. Then me and Lucas are going to be focusing on the last parts of the epic line. So we'll be helping each other out quite a bit. So go ahead and jump into here. Do my usual run around. Alright, so R. Next one we'll do the Spirit of Frenzy with Bestial Fury to take him down fast and hard. It's like a supremacy suit taken on the stucco with proper anti-air weapons. What would I do if I best you? Shake your hand and thank you for a great game. I like fighting against strong players and good people. And if we had a couple games where we went back and forth, 3 or 4, and you're hungry, I'd probably treat you to dinner. Because you can learn a lot against people who are skilled and good. For instance, did that Tau player ever deep strike anything on you? I mean, I'm wondering how he played his army more so. I can tell he had somewhat bad configuration right off the bat. With some of his units. Ah, he was worried of losing a squad, some of his suits to your stucas as they came in. That was a smart move, though. And he also needed to get those fusion blasters within range as well. And what bait did you give him? And I bet you positioned yourself in a way it made it difficult for him to get to the brass philosopher tank, right? So he had no choice but to engage the smaller number of units. With that many points, you can cover your bases easily. Yeah. He wanted to get in range for the double penetration roll for his fusion blasters, that's for sure. I can see that. What's your toughness on your philosopher tank? In armor? Toughness 2? Ah. So he could have just... And how many wounds does it have? That's the other question. Wait, 3 wounds and he had trouble killing it? Toughness 2 and 3 wounds, and he had trouble killing that? even if it was surrounded by units, as long as he could see any part of its hull, he can shoot it. Even with the +1 to cover save that you would get, he should have been able to destroy it with just fire warriors. I mean, that's fire warrior bait. Strength 5, range 30, plink, 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 gone. Oh, bad rolls. I mean, dude, one fire warrior team that has decent rolls will destroy it. What's the armor on that? What's its armor save? That's what I was asking. So it's a 5-up armor save for the tank? Wow. Okay, you got 10 fire warriors hitting at range, probably the 30 ranger. I'm not going to get double teamed again. I'm going to deal with the freaking Team Rocket of undead here. So let's see. Your average fire warrior to hit is 4 up. You got 10 fire warriors, 10 shots. You're going to hit 6 times, 5 to 6 times. Let's say 5 times. Toughness 2, you're going to wound 4 times with a 5-up save. They will barely kill it with 3 successful wounds, unless you roll really high. That's the average. Yeah, it's a glass cannon, all right. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm surprised he had a hard time killing that. Huh. I actually like the new flyer rules that they have in place now. That it only is a -1 to your shooting when you're shooting at it. So if you have to hit on 4s, normally you'll hit on 5s. If you hit on 3s, normally you hit on 4s. That's not half bad. I like that. Oh, he stunned me 3 times out of the spell. Talk about lucky. No, not when it does 50 damage per level hit. That'll wipe out anything, literally. That's really OP. With the 2,000 point listing, you're not really running those specialty builds. You're running what's out of the actual, supplement books that you have. The codex. I don't run any Forge World, and I don't run any vehicle design rules. So I run straight up everything out of the codex. How much does your rail tank cost? That has to be like a Lord of War. Definitely. For what it does. Ooh. Got him. Dark Age tech. What's its classification? Is it considered a Titan? Wow. He gave a lot of action. What the heck? This is ridiculous. Yeah, that's too much. What? And another one as well as it's sitting there fighting? 4 roamers all at once. What the? Good thing I got out of there. They're considered a super heavy. Yeah, that is a considered as a super heavies are considered as lords of war. By the way, on the force organization chart, a minimum of 3 if you want to spend 3 points on the force org for the contingent to have 3 to 5, or um, 3 for 1 auxiliary unit, something like that. Yeah, it will do a lot. Pretty quick, hard, and fast. Uh, nice armor setup. Must have zoned into different Greg instance then. So anyways, your super heavy is definitely a Lord of War. Uh, that's interesting. That's nice. That's a really nice Lord of War, though. That'll delete up to 3 units at a time. That is real nasty. I'm curious, what is the toughness, health of the unit? Does it have like night stats practically? meaning really high health, like 26 health and 8 toughness. I am just really curious about its toughness, its wounds, and how much it costs to field. That would have to be a minimum of 750 points around there, given what it's loaded out with, because that's really high damage weaponry, and it is a considered to be a super heavy Lord of War, average between 24 to 32 hit points, and its toughness would be 8 or 9, depending on what type of Lord of War it is on toughness. Because there's different ones that have 8 or 9. 8, and some of them have 9. I'm just guessing at what the stats might be. Wow, 2 failures on the slow. And of course, Nat out of nowhere. It's amazing. Okay, I need to get this under control. There we go. Well, no, I'm just curious. How much does it cost? What is its toughness and how many wounds? Yeah, I'll probably be hard pressed, yes, but I'm just curious. How much does something like that cost? My Lord of War only has like 26 health. Wow. 40 wounds. 3,000 points to field. Dang. That's an expensive Lord of War. Holy cow. And my Lord of War is only like, yeah, it's serious. My Lord of War is only like 845 or 49, something like that at most. Are you using like approved, chapter approved vehicle design rules and stuff like that? Or is it some type of book that allows you to do that from another source? Gonna have to use my meditate thing again, Paragon. Excuse me. Ah, yeah, some of that's pretty wickedly insane. But expensive as hell, though. I agree. That is. It's kind of why I can't play Apocalypse. I just don't have the miniatures for it. And two, I don't have all those fancy rule sets. All I have is the core rulebook and the codex of what I run. I'm more than happy with that. A lot less stuff I have to buy and rules I have to learn. Yes, it does. And an incredible bastard. Not just a bastard, an incredible bastard. Like from the movies? But nah, seriously, I mean, that's just whack. Really whacked units. Another Pather. Why the heck am I getting hit by so many of these? At least he's light blue. I love the fact that people get it in their heads when they have those special supremacy suits from Forge World. They can be played in a 2,000 point game, but you're not going to have much other than that. Just some drones, maybe a couple commanding units, and that's about it. And they think they're tough stuff once they have that one large unit. It's like that just makes it easier to beat them if you got the right tools in your army. Oh yeah, the Stukas. The thing of it with the Stukas is it's just a mass murder fire that they can do. He had no answer to air units, and that was the problem. And even with not having the answer to air units, he just didn't focus on them. He probably didn't realize how damaging they were in the first place until they lit up your big boy. Yeah, no doubt. He, I mean, with what he had, he did not expect it. Still in general here. On a 2-point scale, it looks like regeneration is the next one. So they're actually pretty nice, but I wouldn't pay that much for them. Well, I'm glad that you found somebody that you'd like to replay again. But you got paid this time around to beat somebody. Big time. I'm rooted. Dang it. So rude. You don't like his promoter, I can tell right away. It sounds like every time he opens his mouth, he's putting his foot in it. uh, you want to know what happened today while I was out eating lunch? We just went to Chipotle and we just got our order and we were walking in to where the tables are to take a seat because we finally are able to sit in the restaurants now. And as we come to the first table, I notice something on the ground, and I look at it and I go, "Oh, that has to be a wallet." And it happens to be a wallet. So I walk over there, I pick up the wallet, and I'm looking at the back side of it, and immediately I see like $300 sitting in the wallet. I'm like, "Oh man, someone must have been paying rent soon or something like that." And I didn't open up the wallet, turned around, saw the ID, and there's an ID there, so okay. Took it over to the cashier area of the store, and I gave it to the employee. I asked the employee, "Does this person work here by chance?" And he said, "Yeah, why?" Uh, I gave him the wallet and said he dropped his wallet. He goes, "Oh, I'll make sure he gets it." That's what he said. Didn't touch anything in it. There was easily well over 300 bucks in that wallet, along with like 5 credit cards, his ID, Social Security, most likely. It was a thick wallet, real thick wallet. So there was a lot of stuff in there. I didn't look in it or go through it. I just only turned it around, looked at the outside. But from what I saw there, that was his whole life right there. Guy got lucky that I picked it up and turned it in. If someone else would have picked it up, who knows what they would have done. What would you have done if you were eating at a fast food establishment? Then you found a wallet on the ground, and it had similar, and you can see money sticking out of it, and there's credit cards and ID in it. What would you do? I know there will be some people out there that say, "You fool, pocket the money and turn it in." But honestly, I'm not that type of person. I'm too honest for my own good sometimes. Let water heal up. Yeah, I did turn it in to an employee of the store. I'm just thankful that the guy got his wallet back. And no, I was not expecting any reward from doing that. It's just a good deed, you know? Honest good deed. And it kind of checks to see what type of person you are. You know what I mean? If you were to take the money and run with the money and gave the wallet back, that says leaps and bounds about you. But if you give everything back and don't take anything, then it shows what type of person you really are. I mean, honestly, I was tempted, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that to anyone. That's just uncool. It's happened to me before, and I know what it's like. And when it happened to me, I've actually lost the money in that wallet when I lost it. Thankfully, I didn't have credit cards in there, but I'm pretty sure that would have been gone too. But I know what it's like. That'd be the third time in my life I found a wallet, a checkbook, or a purse with money in it. And I've always turned it in with all the money inside of it. Nothing taken out. 3 times. You want to know one of my really weird experimentations were for a Tau list for 2,000 points? Was an all-vehicle Tau army. All it had was one commander, um, 3 fire warrior teams, 2 pathfinder teams, and the rest vehicles. And oh my god, was it incredibly funny to play. And it had 32 seeker missiles for the entire army. I was up against a orc Green Boy Wa army with a Gargonaut. You know, the really big Gargonaut that they have, Lord of War. And so I got my marker lights on the Lord of War, and I launched every missile in my army at that thing and destroyed it. Here comes 32 missiles from all over the place. Actually, not all 32 were needed. It was like 28 of them. So I fired. It was 28 that took it down. So it no 20. No, it was 23 actually. 23 missiles, if I recall. It was 23 missiles that actually took it to kill it. He did roll really well and high on his tests for armor to stop some of the damage, but overall the rest of them just cut through that thing and blew it sky high. wait for water to get health. Once we get this AA, we'll check the scouts again to see if they're up. But man, Mech Warrior, I would love to play you at a 2,000 point game. The only things that I would restrict is no VDR rules and no Forge World. Just straight up Codex versus Codex. That should give you something to work on. Pretty fun. I think you'll like that. Just a straight up Codex versus Codex battle. Yeah, I don't use Forge World either. I think anybody who uses Forge World is seriously lacking in capability of playing the game. VDR, I like, honestly, because you can come up with interesting things that are balanced. Because they balanced out the VDR rules. Oh, he is resisted. I'm almost maxed out on the next level experience. Nice. Can't wait till that's maxed out, then I can put my full 100 into Alt Advanced. That makes actually a difference with the extra 10%. Okay, that was actually pretty good. Nice. Let's see, invisibility. I have to head back to the zone line. I don't like to be in a spot where there's potential enemies could be around you as soon as you log in. That's funny. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the two spots. Wish me luck on the scouts. We got the Bear Scout in today, right before stream. I was lucky enough to actually get it. Two other people were there to take the scout, but I was there first, and I already had a crew well on the way. So we got our hands on it well before anybody could do theirs. No Stuckas? How much are your Stucka squadrons cost? Ooh, ooh. With that amount of firepower, that makes a lot of sense. No scout. Yeah. It makes sense. But you could still fill like one squadron and that'd be a lot, but that'd just be way too much for one unit. No point. You're just gimping yourself overall. I wouldn't even spend that much on on one unit. The max I would ever spend on one unit is 1,000 points, but that would have to be one badass unit. No scouts. That's... Well, we tried. No scouts this time. Yeah. Nah. It's ridiculous. That would be ridiculous. I mean, those refits are best used in big games. No doubt. You know, that would be actually interesting to see if you could. Rough Riders and Snipers, very strong combination. Alright, so we need the regeneration. So at 3 points, we're not even touching jewel crafting. We're not even touching that crafting. Wow. So at 3, we're skipping that. At 4, we got combat stability and natural durability to get done. True, true. I know you have. You told me about it multiple times. Would you like me to tell you what I would potentially run against you at 2,000 points? So it'll give you an edge against me if you need it. fly anything. Wait for pet to refill back up. Wow, that's actually a pretty decent weapon. Shame it's for a rogue and warrior and ranger. Man, I love Beastlords being able to solo if you want, group if you want, do what you want. It's really nice. A lot of flexibility. Same thing with druids, necromancers, and somewhat with rangers because you can literally just snare it and then kite it with a bow. Oh wait, did I get a second one on me? Yeah, another wanderer. Jeez. Oh, don't tell me we're going to have yet another ad jump in. Man, it's the night of the ads. Holy cow. Seriously, I've never seen this happen so many times in a row. I've farmed this area extensively, and I've never seen this many ads. Yay, it ran away. Okay, water's that full? Because you're not used to the lower game point list games. Yeah, you specialize in the larger battles. I specialize in small battles. Decisive little battles. For points of interest. But it would be good experience for you doing low-level games too. There's a nice little... There's something about the smaller point level games that are much more enjoyable. I always found the larger battles to be just too... Takes too long to do, and tends to be a little more chaotic. Yeah, you can't... And the thing of it is that I don't want to spend so much money on models. That was the thing, is model-wise. Waiting on the pet real quick. Oh, wow, really? What did you turn it into? A oil martini cruise ship for the Adeptus Mechatus? Admiral Martini serving Adeptus Mechanis love boat. There you go. So let me guess. You strap the Adeptus Mechanicus into the as the torpedo head's guidance control system, and then you fire them off and watch them get blown up. That's funny. Wow, 5% experience off that. Not bad. Stop touching my ancient killing machines. Gotta learn. Yep. Man, I love these dark blues. They're worth quite a bit of experience. Wish there were more of them in this area. Oof, lucked out on that one. I would rather face the Stuckas than the railgun tanks. Because 40 wounds to chew through is a lot. And the fact that they can hit 3 targets a shot, no thanks. And wipe pretty much anything out. I'm pretty sure it's like strength 10, AP negative 4 for your railguns, or 5. Just auto dead everything, practically. Yeah, Stukas have mass fire, but they can do far more damage than the tanks. And they're easier to deal with. A lot less wounds to cut through, a lot less toughness, because they're like toughness 6. Even though that I have a negative modifier of -1 to hit them, I can still balance that out with certain upgrades or getting marker lights tagged on it. Let's see. Railgun tanks have 40 wounds, okay? So you're asking me to shoot through 8 railgun tanks. That's 2. That's 8 times 40. 32, 320 wounds. You want me to cut through 320 wounds? That's a lot. That's a tremendous amount. While your Stukas are like 4 or 5 wounds. What are they? 4 or 5 wounds apiece? And their toughness is lower? Seven wounds. Okay, that's so much better than 40 wounds per unit. You know what I mean? I could care less about your mass fire, and more so on a lot less wounds to go through and toughness. My base weaponry is only strength 5. My average is 6 and 7. Hey, Livewire. Not too bad, thank you very much. I got 4 scouts done in the last 24 hours with the help of Guild and Wilmac and Lucas. Yeah, I'd take the 2 full squadrons any day over 8 rail tanks. What? What are you going to do with 2 squads of Stukas? Ooh, kill 2 units. 8 rail tanks. 24 units are dead. No thanks. I wouldn't have an army after turn 1. Yeah, the guy actually had not terribly configured crisis suits, but poorly configured crisis suits. The tournament guy didn't even bother to count for flying units. And is now, out of curiosity, MechWarrior, what was his target priority when he was shooting at your stuff? What did he focus fire to kill first? I'm assuming he got first turn, right? Yeah, I kind of figured that he had very poor target priority. Based on what you're telling me so far, what was his first turn like? I mean, what did he shoot first? Okay, first of all, who went first? You or him? I think he went first because you said your Stuckas came in and just did a sweep of things, which means that he couldn't shoot your Stuckas for the first turn. Yeah, in this case, if I knew you had a whole bunch of flying units that were off in reserve like that, I would have had you go first because I would want to counter your your deep strikes and your bring in the units off the table. Oh yeah, he'd be in perfect range to just annihilate. Yeah. In the first of all, he failed to identify who should have gone first, which I it would have taken he would have taken somewhat of a beating from the first turn from your units coming in, of course, but he would have been able to properly counter the Stuckas and have a chance of fighting. He would have lost either way you looked at it. He would have lost his supremacy suit turn one. That is a guaranteed loss for him with what you were fielding. I'm surprised he didn't ask you about your army list. What do certain units do? Stuff like that. If I saw units on the field that I did not recognize or understand what they were, I would so be asking, okay, what is its toughness? What's its wounds? What type of armament does it have? Those are the first three things that come out of my mind, out of my mouth when I ask about a unit. And how far does it move? He did ask. Wow. Well, yeah, I can see that. But he lost his supremacy suit turn one. He had bad target priority. Man, I would have killed the flame tank and turn. If I was going first, I would have dealt with any super heavies on the field as much as possible. For instance, I know your Stuckas are going to get me, regardless, since you're going turn two. They're going to come out and probably take out some units. But I would try to alleviate the damage I would be taking from other units by removing as many super heavies as I could, or high firepower units. Warhammer 40K. Yes, it is. Each side takes turns moving their units, firing and shooting. So you get your upkeep phase, your movement phase, your psychic phase, your firing phase, your assault phase, and end step. And then it's the next person's turn. And once each person has done their entire phase, it goes on to the next person. Once he does that entire phase, one round is complete. Or one turn. Whatever it's called. Yes, I did. The computer game, loved it. I love the Helm's Deep fight. I I came up with a way to not ever let the bomb explode Helm's Keep. Oh, that'd be so nice. So I actually had a archer line with shields set up along the wall in specific ways that they would always kill the bomb runner every time he tries making it to the wall. And I went for hours stopping the bomb runner over and over and over and over again. Yeah, go ahead. They can start a postable. Just make sure they don't go to anywhere naughty. Nice. I'm glad that they're remaking it. That was a really good game back in the day. Fun too. Some units were overpowered. One of the most overpowered units you can get is the Army of the Dead. It is just like, oh no. I had my cavalry unit, my Free People's Cavalry unit, chased by Army of the Dead all over the map. It was so hilarious. It's so wrong, so many levels. On one map that I was playing, 4 computers versus 5 computer, on 6 players basically, with 5 of them being computers. Uh, the I had 4 Army of the Deads casted on my Cavalier unit by the NPCs. And so here is my cavalry unit being just this wave of undead, not zombies but ghosts coming after me from almost all sides. I had to turn around and run the other way. And so as I'm sitting here running, I see the other armies fighting each other, and I would train all the undead, all the armies of dead behind me, and kill off their Balrog, kill off their other armies fighting, as the army of dead would just crush right through them and keep chasing me. And it was so hilarious having four armies of the dead chasing you, and you're wiping out all the enemy's troops on the map with what's left of your cavalry unit running for their dear lives. It's pretty wrong. I always get two when I pull that room. Wow, you're telling me that he's that difficult to snare? Eyes are starting to water up. Come on. Hate it when that happens. Alright. That's what they said when the army of the elephants showed up and the army of the undead ate them in Lord of the Rings. Dun dun dun. But the undead can fly. Ooh, ooh, look at this guy. He thinks he's so tough and buff and rough. Let's go ahead and get our mana up before I fight this guy. Finally got it named. Nice. Can they survive drunk Russian pilots? They're unkillable. The army of the dead is unkillable, but they only last for about 30 seconds. So if you can stay away from them, you'll survive. Or sacrifice units to slow them down. You might survive. But usually they make short work of everything, because they ignore all armor, they ignore all resistances, and they just basically murder hobo everything in seconds. Even a Balrog. That would probably be the only thing that would save you. Being on a very fast mount or um, flying, yeah. Got him slowed. Now dotting his butt up. Drops something cool, something I have not seen. I have not seen this guy in this area before. So I'm wondering what he will drop. You still hate my Tau. Why? Why? What did my Tau ever do to you? They exist. You're always so fun. Even this name is no match for me. Mm-mm. Have you ever seen the cartoon series Mega LR? In its theme song, it has chicks dig giant robot cars. It's so funny. It's basically you got this computer gaming fat nerd who is really mechanically inclined and really good, mechanically skilled and really good at gaming. And he takes a giant robot and puts his car as the head of the robot and controls the giant robot with his car. And it's a really sweet looking ride though. And he's a gamer, so he has the whole car tricked out with gaming controls and everything else, and he fights with this giant robot with the head being a car, and it's called Mega LR. It's a funny little uh, cartoon. Oh, what's this? Blade of Insanity. That's interesting. That's not a half bad weapon. I wonder how much this is on the bazaar. Oh, seriously? That's a couple hundred. Not bad. It's worth it, I guess. Kind of sad that it was crappy. No level requirement? Is that is on that thing? Yeah, no level requirement. Holy cow. Nope. 55 required level. So my pet stop ability again. To great effect. Alright. True. That is true. The mass firepower of six squadrons of Stuckas will definitely kill anything on the board. It's just flood it with wounds. That's the name of the game, called Wound Hammer. You start buffing myself again. There's two ways of playing Warhammer 40k. One is called Wounds Hammer, and then Math Hammer. Math Hammer is figuring out the probability of what is going to happen before it happens, knowing uh, the stats of your targets, yourself, and as well as what things do and how well you roll. Wound Hammer is throw everything out the window that Math Hammer has and try to score as much wounds as possible on the enemy and make him forced to do as many saves as possible. Which does work very, very well, might I say. His health is dropping like a rock. for water to get full health. The only thing is that with Beastlord, you have to always kind of bide your time on the fights. Just waiting for your water to heal up slowly. What the heck? What's he doing in here? Soldier of Madness. No, not at all. I'd fight him off. Proper type of combat stratagems. I would not say anything like that. I would probably say, are you trying to become the next Nick Fury? Do you know who that is, Nick Fury? Nice. AA gain. Sweet. Sweet, sweet AAs. Gotta love them. Does not like to get poisoned. There we go. Finally got him. Waiting for Pet to get to full health first. This one's pretty strong. this room? Ooh, another named. Nice. Whoa. I am surprised it did not trigger that guy. Let's avoid him. Beat the snot out. It's named. This one I think I've seen this one. Each one of these in their different forms drops something a little different. No, you can 2-box on this server, no problem. You can't 3-box. That's the thing. You are allowed to 2-box on this server. Lucas and Wilmac are the same person. I could 2-box on this server if I want to, but I don't want to pay for a second account. You know what I mean? One's more than enough for me. And I'll pretty much group with anybody who wants to group with me. It's not a problem. I love to group too. But there are times where I want to have a night of just soloing like this because it's actually really relaxing, believe it or not. Just to sit back and just relax. And you don't often see people on streams actually soloing, showing people how you do it. Especially at higher levels like this. Beastlord taking on a solid blue named in Greg's End. You don't see that too often. Let's see, Gauntlets of Dementia. Wow, that's not bad. I can't pick them up because I have them. Go ahead and kill this guy off for the funsies, and then we'll check for warders. Nope, I'm gonna hide right over here. Ah, drats. And I'm low on mana too. Silly me. A nerd lord. That'd actually be funny. You basically dress up as a teacher with a whip, and you're whipping a nerd into combat against your enemies as your pet. The instead of warder, it'd be called teacher's pet. It'd be some messed up stuff right there. Yeah, I would be shot the second. But that's really messed up, you know, if someone actually did that. They take the Beastlord class from Everquest, and instead of uh, the combat specialist, you got a teacher, and then you got a summon student. They attack at range with whip. The Nerd Lord. They call it the Nerd Lord. This just be so wrong. That's a pretty funny idea though, there, Mech Warrior. See if there's any more names real quick before I go and check. Nope, doesn't look like it. Well, I was just giving ideas to the idea you gave. Nothing wrong with that. You started it. Yeah, they are. Probably. Okay, we're now going to jump on to our 2 level 1s and go and look for the almighty scouts that we need to find for this character. Hopefully one of them is up and we can tag one right at the night's closing of the stream. That would be really nice. Chances are, probably not. And if you kind of get the idea, the name of this character, Gorilla, you know, kind of making fun of Gorilla, but it's a girl, Illa. Oh man, that's kind of hard to pronounce. Can make sure there's nothing. Just really quick look around here. Nothing. All right. Her scales are painted. All right, Mech Warrior. Thanks for watching and have a good night. And good luck with the rest of your 40K games this week. Now we'll jump on to El Gator, the Necro. Now we know what we're kind of hunting here. Gorilla and Gator, those are the last 2 that I need. So this is kind of how I kind of scope out the areas and figure out where the scouts are. Is just placing these guys here, and then I quickly look around in the area just in case they're not hiding behind a tree or something. Alright, so nothing here. All right, I want to thank everybody for watching us play some Everquest this evening. It's been a lot of fun entertaining you as Sylph Talon. I want to thank all the people that have come in to watch me play the game and see what I've been up to. It's been a lot of fun entertaining you, and I thank you for watching. And for all those who have followed. Livewire 12, thank you for the follow yesterday. And ClueFun, thank you for the follow 5 days ago. Guys are great for doing that. If you like what you see, please do follow. The more people that follow, the more people are going to check me out. And the more people that check me out, the better I get for going towards partner with Twitch. So I am looking to shoot for partner status, and we'll see how we get there eventually. But thank you for everything, everyone. Have a good night. Be safe, be well, and I'll see you tomorrow for another exciting day of EverQuest, starting around 1 o'clock Central PM. Have a good night, Live Wire. Have a good night, Mech Warrior, and everyone else. Take care.